Welcome to ProfitPlay. Let's dive right into our main dashboard and let's see what it's all about. Right in front of us, we're going to see a couple of statistics that will help us monitor our webinar's performance and schedule our next webinars. We have the upcoming meetings, hosted meetings, attended meetings, and the instant meetings that we've done all throughout our ProfitPlay account. We can see today's statistics as well at the bottom here. We can see a chart with all of our meetings spread out through different months, so we can see all of the webinars and meetings that we've done through ProfitPlay. On the right side, we have a more detailed calendar where we can see all of our scheduled meetings and when everything is going to happen. You can switch through days by just clicking on them. On the left side here we have our menu, and here we can do instant meetings to start a meeting right now. If we want to start a webinar right now, or if we want to go for a video conference with a friend right now, we can do that. Meetings for scheduled meetings, and we'll dive right into that in another training video. Segments, where we are going to be able to split our contacts, our users, through different segments, as well as contacts, where we're going to see a very detailed sheet of users that have signed up to your own account. Lastly, we have our to-dos list, where you can add different to-dos for you to make sure that you're on top of things for your webinars. And lastly, of course, we have our support and training knowledge base, where you can either contact our 24/7 support desk or look at these training videos that you're looking at right now. When starting an instant meeting, we can select everything right here, and we have some limited configurations that we can do. For example, we can select the maximum participant count. You can keep meeting live even if you as a host leave. You can enter a custom meeting code. For example, we can do something like we can do it as ProfitPlay. And then all we have to do is select our meeting type. So if we want to do a live class, podcast, audio conference, video conference, or webinar. And let's just go with the webinar right now. So I'm just going to click on webinar. Perfect. And we're already on it. From here, if we look bottom right, we can share our URL with our users and our customers, and we can share it by copying it from right here. They can join the webinar from this link. They won't be able to turn on their camera or their audio. They'll be participants to your webinar. You'll be able to see them, you'll be able to chat with them and engage them as you want. From the bottom here, you can mute your audio, control your video. You can control the device and bandwidth to make sure that your input device is selected properly or your video resolution is exactly where you want it to. You can share files with your users if you want to share a document or a video for them to look at as you're explaining. You can do that. You can leave the meeting here, and if you didn't select to keep meeting live, the meeting will end. You can share your screen here, and if you're using Firefox as I am right now, you'll be able to share a window or a screen. As you can see right here, we can go for either one of them. I'll just go with my entire screen so you can have a look. There we go, it's right here. You can record the meeting if you want to use it at a later date for a YouTube video, for example. And lastly, you can show Whiteboard and start drawing on it. We have all of these settings on the left side here, including drawing, putting down an image, adding a PDF if you want your users to have a proper look at what you're presenting, and so much more. Lastly, users can raise their hands if they have any questions, and you'll be able to message them on the bottom right here, and they'll be able to message you as well. This is all you need to know about creating an instant meeting and handling your webinar. To add a new meeting and to schedule one, you'll have to go to Meetings and then click Add New Meeting. Here we can select everything about our meeting. So let's go with the title, with an agenda, and here we can share everything that's going to be presented during our webinar. I'm just going to copy the title for now. And then the type, and we'll go for a webinar. We can select the start date time, and we'll go with exactly our launch date. Estimated period, how much time we think the webinar is going to take. And then again, we can select a custom meeting code and the maximum participant count, same as in instant meetings. Then we can add a description, which is a detailed agenda. And we can do anything we want with our description here. Once we're done, we can select Save Meeting. And we'll see it right here. We'll see that it's scheduled where we set it to. And we have a couple of different settings that we can go for in meeting config. Guests are users that don't have accounts on ProfitPlay and aren't signed up on your account. Whenever you share a link with someone, they'll have the option to sign up to your account, and you'll see them in contacts here, or they'll be able to view your meeting or your webinar as a guest. If you want to create some exclusivity and have some premium users, you can disable different features for guests here. You can, for example, not show them the whiteboard, your screen, or anything you want. You can enable chat, you can enable whiteboard, you can enable anything about your meeting to make sure that it's exactly how you want it to, and to be able to promote different upsells or upgrades to your products and offers. Once we're happy with it, we'll just click Save Config and then go back. If we want to see the meeting more detailed, we can click on the title and we'll see it here with all of our meeting configurations, description, and different attachments that we've added for our meeting. We can add our invitees here, and they're all of the people that are in contacts. And ProfitPlay is going to send them a custom email with your meeting when it starts and anything else important that they should know about your webinar. Setting up a pre-recorded webinar with ProfitPlay is as easy as opening up your own YouTube video or anyone else's YouTube video promoting your product or anything else that you want to, sharing your screen. So I've already started my webinar. I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to select the window that I wanted to share. I'm going to switch over to that page, skip over the ad, make it full screen, and that's it. We now have our webinar done, shared to our users. We've shared the link. They're already here and they're watching it. And while it's sharing, you can go back, chat with your users, make sure they're engaged, open up your whiteboard, do anything else that you want to make sure that your users have the best webinar experience possible.